I'm glad that you are here. Today I'm going to do a special video where I'm going to make a rating for all 3 Pilotwings games, and I'm going to try to decide which is the best and will be my favorite from the 3 games. It's not going to be an easy decision as all 3 games are very good. I made a detailed video of all 3 games on my channel. If you're interested, you're going to find the links in the description of this video. And now, let's start the review with the Super Nintendo version of Pilotwings. This was the first Pilotwings game, which I played at my childhood friend's house when I was about 13, and the atmosphere of the game immediately drew me in. The music, the graphics, and the whole relaxing nature of the game. I remember we played in his room on the old CRT television on winter afternoons, and these are still very nice memories for me, which are still living with me. Still in these days, when I listen to the music in the game and I see the graphics, I'm 13 years old again, and I just enjoy flying around in this game. The graphics are nice for a 16-bit game. The controls are fine, however the later version of the game have much smoother controls. I like also the instructors who make comments after you succeed or mess up a mission. It gives a nice charm for the game. Also different weather and seasons gives a nice vibe for each stage, like here in this rainy afternoon stage. So this was a brief review of the Super Nintendo version. Let's move on to the Nintendo 60 version of Pilotwings and see how this game has been improved on the next console generation. After the massive success of Pilotwings on the Super Nintendo, for me, I was skeptical that it can be improved and the sequel can bring the same atmosphere and the same experience as its predecessor did. Before I started to play it, I was sure that the game will be not as good, but of course I gave it a try. It was a positive experience. The game had improved controls, the visuals are much better, the music is still great, and despite the few flaws of the game, like some annoying sound effects which kills the mood or the smooth flying, and that there are no free flying or parachute missions, this was a nice experience to play this game. However, I'm not feeling like to get gold medal on each stage like I did in the Super Nintendo and the 3DS version of the game. This might change in the future, but now I'm feeling like that I had my time with Pilotwings 64, which was a nice experience, and probably later I'm still going to come back to this game and just replay it. This version is a prime example how do we improve an already good game and bring up the graphics and the controls for the next console generation. Also, it has some surprising moments as well, like I never expected that I can toast the character in a flame and he's going to actually scream. This made me laugh the first time when it happened because it was so unexpected. Also, there are more varied missions, like you have to take photos of some objects on the map, you need to bounce a massive ball into an area. These are brand new things in this game, which was not in the Super Nintendo version at all. In some missions, you really have to use your navigation skills to fly through a narrow cave, for example. If you hit the walls, some points are going to be deducted from the overall scroll. It's really challenging and fun to fly through this cave system. So now, as we finish with Pilotwings 64, it is time to fly to the third and unfortunately final game of this series, which is Pilotwings Resort on the Nintendo 3DS. Is the game better than the previous ones? Let's find out. When I bought my first 3DS XL in 2012, I heard that there is a 3D Pilotwings game on the system. I was so excited playing Pilotwings in 3D, also on a handheld. I didn't know what to expect. I was avoiding videos, I wanted to experience by myself for the first time. When I got my 3DS and the game, I booted up and see Woohoo Island in 3D for the first time, and I remember I said, wow. The first impressions were good, the setting was the same as in the Wii Resort game, however I never played that game. In this setting of the game, the normal airplane is back. I was missing this from the Nintendo 64 version, the jetpack and the hang glider too. But there's still no parachute. Why? Guys, why did you ditch the parachute? It has to be in a Pilotwings game. You have day, night and also sunset when you can fly around the island. The music is still great, perfectly matches each vehicle. Gentle smooth when you are flying with the hang glider on a moonlit night. upbeat music while you navigate with your jetpacks, and also cool matching music when you are flying with the airplane. Apart from the parachute, I miss the winter stages and the rainy daytime stages from the previous versions. But this is a tropical setting after all, so I cannot expect snow, but rain should be there. Everyone loves a bit of melancholic rainy days, isn't it? So with that said, it is now time to make a decision, if it is possible, which Pilotwings game will be the best. The bad news is that I cannot make a decision, really. The reason for this is because all these games are great. They are the best on each console generation. You cannot compare them to each other as they've been released in a different time and on different consoles. If you prefer modern graphics and great controls, go for the 3DS version. It has everything which the older titles had. If you would like to experience where the series has been started, go and check out the Super Nintendo version. If you would like to see where the series probably had the most variety in terms of setting, mission, go for the Nintendo 64 version. But if you have time, I encourage you to go through all three of them and have a great time with these games. I thank you for being with me on this video today, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next Backlog Quest video.